Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee, Florida. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. It's the Clemson Tigers and the Florida State Seminoles. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, Clemson's head coach told me before the game, this is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Looking left. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Long way to go on second down.
Down, ready. Wide 80. Wide 80 go.
Hand it to the back. Turning it on. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back, and he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got it run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. See some running room. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1, was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense is doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
The Seminoles are rolling down the field. Timeout called by Clemson. That's their first.
Timeout.
After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready? 1, 3, 4.
Sets his feet. It's Daniels. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
I'll tell you what, I love no hesitation. I love my quarterback to make that RPO read, throw it to the right really quickly, but just got to be a little bit more accurate, maybe not rush it so much.
Making the adjustment. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
He'll try to make the catch in traffic. No room to bring it back. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Back to throw, it's Denson. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out, he had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Gets rid of it.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. Tells to fake. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. He's brought down, not a lot of room to take that one back. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The give to the back. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on 3rd down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
And the Noles will go for it on 4th down.
Ready, ready. Red 18, red 18. Ready, go. Go, go. Ready, go.
Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. They'll take the penalty and move them back. And the Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they'll mark this one at the 15-yard line. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. The give to the right. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, missed the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Gonna run it. It's Davidson. Swamped immediately.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Third and 6 yards to go. Sets his feet. It's Denson. Throws for the tight end. Got his man to the left.
Such a nice job in pass protection. You got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fellow a little while to get to that area of the field, so you got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from. And all 5 guys up front doing their job individually, working together in tandem beautifully. That's what really allowed that play to work.
Here comes Clemson with another first down. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. The lone back's got it. Oh, he's got some space. The 40, the 30. He's at the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers!
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
And they did tack on the extra point. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line.
Here we go, ready. Hey, move. Where did he go?
Takes a handoff and he's going right. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a third down.
And this has been a frustrating watch so far, guys. I mean, Jesse, you got to be loving the quarterback play here. I mean, just 0 for 6 to start the game. Like, no answers so far, not in rhythm, not accurate. Like, they've got to find something and find something fast because he's not settled in. He's a little...
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Cuts it upfield. It's Davidson.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Out wide left, it's Moore. There he goes. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
They'll run it. It's Davidson. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Clemson is quick to the line. Tight end now in motion. Got it back on 2nd and goal. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's 4th down. 4th down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
Looks as if he's going to run it. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run.
Number 81 set to kick this one.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. They tried to get the wall set up for him. Not quite enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. They'll run it. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. We've reached a break. Clemson has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down.
Down, ready. Red 80. Red 80. Shift. Go, go.
Right back to the well. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Noles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving.
22. Go.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
Western, Western.
Back to pass, it's Daniels. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Back to pass on second down. Trying to burn this defensive back. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that.
And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Second down to the air. Left side, it's Davidson. At midfield, he's got room. And he'll be ridden out of bounds, but not before a good pickup on that one. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss.
Makes the catch, and he's free. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Clemson. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Makes the grab over the middle. No chance to run, but still a good gain. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. That is their sophomore starting wide receiver. Hope he's just shaken up momentarily. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on it. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Running behind that left side. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And the Seminoles will go for it here on 4th down. Looking for the marker. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. 4th and short, ball right at midfield. It at least crossed my mind. Maybe they'll try to draw them off sides.
It might have crossed your mind, but did it ever cross your mind not to go for this?
No. Wide receiver going in motion. Knocked down in the backfield 2 yards behind the line. That defender reacted immediately when he saw the play and just set his hair on fire toward the ball carrier.
And you got to see those plays. Those plays are very fast. It happens quick. There's no fake to a toss. It's pitching down the outside, trying to get to the wide side of the field. Great job by the defense. You got to set those edges by the defensive end, and everybody fly to the football.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Making the adjustment on the play. Looking to pass. It's Daniels. Firing to the right, complete. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Inside the touchdown, Florida State. Once he got some room, it was over. PAT unit on the field. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. And after that play, there is a Tiger who has yet to get up.
Number 36, set to kick this one.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Hold and fired complete. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Second and long here. They'll give it to Johnson. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. To the air, it's Denson. Buys time to his left. Slings it downfield. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you could tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wide receiver comes in motion. First play of this drive. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Third and long coming up. They'll move the tight end. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there. Got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. They'll run the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Clemson calls its second timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. But, guys, they're not sending the punt team out there. They're going to go for it. This is a huge risk, and, man, if it backfires, they're in trouble. They're all over him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up. Run it. Do something. You can't take a sack on fourth down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
Drops back on first down. Just had to get rid of it.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Fires to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Makes a nice grab at the 25. He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Moves the pocket. It's Daniels. Fires to the tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big game.
He's going to take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure.
He's going for a big play downfield. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On the option. Now the pitch. Powers through the defender. Tried everything in his power to get that final yard, but they got him out of bounds and get the fourth down stop.
And this offense choose to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
Fresh center downs going to the air. Unloads it left. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Looking for a big play. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Selling the fake. Under pressure. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Long way to go on second down. Back to pass, it's Denson. Unloads to the wideout. That's caught, it's Brown. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. We kick things off with Boston College taking on the number 21 team, the Duke Blue Devils.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Davidson. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Just feeds the running back. Runs through a tackle. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Tigers will have it 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Denson. Here comes the heat. And he never had a chance.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
Looking for a deep man. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's not afraid to go deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Looking for room. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Ready.
Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Out wide left, it's Robinson. Still running at the 40. There he goes. He's at the touchdown nose. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Now, last drive didn't take long, just 2 plays to get it in. And the points come in a lightning strike, a 70-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. Left side is Davidson. Breaks into the open. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Thought he might have had a little room for a second, but he'll be stopped at the 28, and a pretty good job by the coverage unit. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing.
That makes the score Clemson 35, Florida State 14.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Brings a return out across the 25, gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line.
First and 10.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Play action on first down. Rifles it down the middle. He's got it along the sideline. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Anytime a wide receiver makes a big play like that, images of Peter Warrick start flashing in Seminoles' heads.
And, man, just that time, that era with Bobby Bowden and those offenses.
A shot toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Shoots it to the left. He's got it. Gets away from one, finds some space. Touchdown Seminoles! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Looking for a man. It's Denson. Fires left. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up front.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He's loose down the middle. Past the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense putting points on the board.
This is just complimentary football, and we're seeing it now. Offense scoring points and the defense doing their job. Great job flying to the ball, forcing that football loose, picking it up, convoy to go score, David. Everything going their way.
Everything going their way, making plays, and this offense is going to have to find some answers. Now dug yourself a hole. Going to get in predominantly passing situations. This offense has got to find something fast.
And right down the middle.
Number 81, set to kick it away.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Moving the pocket, it's Daniels. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Fresh set of downs going up top. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down, they've got it at the 40.
Offense goes toss play to the right. Now defensively, if you're going to stop these perimeter runs, your DBs better be able to get off blocks and go make a tackle. And right now, this secondary, they look like they're struggling trying to handle the run game.
The Seminoles are flying down the field. Sells the run, looking to pass. Wide open downfield. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Florida State. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. On to attempt the try. And it's up and good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Can hold on in the face of the contact. Ollie, what do you have?
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Back to you.
Ollie, thank you. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Looking left. And here's the third interception of the night. Turning it on. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Florida State. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer.
That makes the score.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. A snap, wants to throw to start this drive. Back's got it on the screen. At the 35, he's open. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They'll move the wide receiver. On play action. Quickly to the tight end. Looks as if Clemson will have the first down.
And when you're running the ball well, QBs love going to play action. You get the linebackers starting to suck up closer to the line of scrimmage. They're keying on those running backs, and it just makes pitch and catch so much easier for these quarterbacks and receivers.
Unloads it left. It's caught. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Gain of 20. And first down.
The Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Out wide right, it's Brown. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
He wants to throw it again. Fires to the end zone. In the end zone, he's got it. Touchdown, Tigers. With that last score, things comfortable here in the fourth as they are headed to a 7-1 record. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he puts through the extra point. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. From inside the 15, here's the return. And he'll be stopped. The return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Motion from the wideout. Quarterback changing the play. Working the ground game. They put the brakes on him.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Rushes on.
Obviously, they fail on that 4th down, but because there's still time on the clock, this game's not over. Who on defense right now can step up and make a big play and get the ball back to the offense?
I understand the 4th down analytics and going for it all the time, but that deep in your own end, you're just gift wrapping an opportunity for the other guy. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock.
Touchdown, Tigers! Into the end zone for 6. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth.
56, Florida State, 35.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Out of the backfield, he's open.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Seminoles come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Looking to... It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understand the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, looking to throw. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. 4th quarter, huge lead. I'm not really sure why you need to take that kind of shot.
You don't. You definitely don't need to. You can run the clock. You can run the football. You can make sure that you're playing it safe and conservative, or you can just go for rub it in your face, eat that. You know, I don't like the other coach.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Drops back, it's Daniels. Throws to the tight end. Out wide left, it's Thomas. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when you're...
And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. That's reeled in. It's Moore. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open, couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep...
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And the defense gets him on the ground for the 4th time today, by the way. They've pressured him. He's still done an unbelievable job making completions. But you know what? Get him on the ground when he's got the ball. He can't make something happen. Keep hitting him. Keep getting him on the ground.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Couldn't quite make the connection, now staring at a 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Clemson will send the punt team out. They'll look to pin him deep. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. Looks as if this one will be marked down around the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Looking to the big tight end. Right side, it's Riles. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Finds his man. Breaks free, and he might be gone. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
I love when quarterbacks do that. When you go back to the guy that made a mistake earlier in the game. Earlier we saw that receiver fumble. Right away the quarterback throws him the football. Don't worry about it. I got you. We need you to win this game. And that's...
He wants to go deep. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. He'll set up to throw. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a 3rd down.
And obviously, guys, this drive is critical. You're down. You've got to score. So with a couple of timeouts in your pocket, man, that changes the whole dynamic of this 2-minute drill. I can work the whole field. And here coming up on 3rd down, man, don't be scared to do that. Don't be scared to run it. Don't be scared to throw a screen to get some yardage to get a first down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exact...
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Going for the big play. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
And these aren't easy situations for these offenses, man. It's a known passing situation. The defense is playing coverage. Nowhere to go with the football, forces the incompletion, and this one is all but over.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.